Welcome back, everyone, to He Makes Me Play with Disco Elysium. I'm here again with Vincent. Hello, Vincent.
Hello, Marius.
Yes, and Vincent is helping me play video games because I am blind, I cannot see, and I wish to play. And I'm very excited about today, Vincent. Are you as well?
Absolutely.
We got to level up again. We're going to maybe finally get this corpse. And last time on Disco Elysium, we found out about our unrequited love, about an ex-partner of whom we learned in a postcard that was in our ledger.
Yeah.
Correct?
That made us actually faint.
Yes, and we had a visit again to the limbic system and the blackness of oblivion. That was quite exciting. I actually we didn't talk about this, but I actually really liked the fact that when we fainted, there was some kind of formal trickery with the game, because we thought we had been sent back to the game over or beginning of game screen.
Yeah,
but that wasn't actually the case. It was completely part of this playthrough, but there was this menu where we could click on begin, right?
Yeah, and also the screen with the Disco Elysium logo basically on the whole screen, so it pulled us out of the game, really.
Yes, I think this is very interesting on a formal level, because it sort of implies that before the dim light of subconscious awareness, almost before even your mind constructs reality, is a game selection screen, which says something that I am not yet prepared to understand, I think, but I'm sure the game is trying to say something.
Oh, I'm wondering if this is one of the games that actually starts talking about our world or the meta world at some point.
I don't think so, but maybe. At this point, I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I would feel about that, but I wouldn't be too surprised about it by now.
No, I'm indeed ready for anything. It has been quite full of surprises. We also found out about statistics. We found out that we're a pretty good cop. 3 kills, which is few, and lots of cases closed. And we found these interesting statistics, Vincent, which tell us, are we a good cop, bad cop? How much honor do we have? Are we playing the superstar cop, the apocalypse cop? That's all very interesting. I'm ready to dive deeper into that.
Yeah, actually, I would say they don't really tell us whether we are a good cop or a bad cop. They just tell us if we used the good cop, bad cop approach.
That's true.
Because none of these felt like there was any value assigned to.
No, we don't quite know yet what they're going to do for us, right? Is it just like, after the Duke Nukem level, like 4 or 5 secrets found? Mm-hmm. Is it just tallying up your achievements, or will it have an effect? Yeah, we'll find out, I'm sure. Now I would say let's dive in and get that corpse. Yes?
Okay.
I have a question about this.
Okay.
Which is, I mentioned this before, but are we going to play this tactical, Vincent? Are we going to try this white check, which we can now, because of the ammonia and the bonus, we can retry it? And should we try that first before we level up? Because then if we fail, we can level up the skill and then have another try at it.
I said in our discussion before this episode that I would be surprised if that's the approach the game takes, but
that's a separate question.
Yeah.
I like this question. The question is, how punishing is the game? Will the game, if you're just very unlucky, right? You could just roll once over and over again. Will the game just leave you with the corpse and no way to get it down? And are you stuck then?
Yeah, or do we just get more and more options to get this corpse down?
Yeah, or and this was Vincent's theory, is the game going to cheat and just give us the check?
Yeah.
And I thought, that's preposterous, Vincent. I don't know if I can play with you anymore. I was against that. But we can find out.
Yeah.
But this is a separate question. The question is, do we try to be super power gamey?
And here's the thing. I think both of us are pretty power gamey, so I like the approach of taking the check first and then leveling up.
I mean, this is relevant because we're going to postpone the level up now for a bit. Yeah. So let's go to the corpse now, finally.
And we're back in the backyard and approach the corpse. And Okay,
Is it gone now?
No,
That would be funny.
We still have the white check, endurance, legendary 14.
Right, it was endurance.
Go off your nose without throwing up, and we get a +1 because we have ammonia, and we have even with that we have a 28% chance of succeeding.
It's not too big, but let's see.
Let me see if we can actually use the ammonia in some way. Pull of ammonia, okay. I'm looking at it in our inventory. We have an ampoule of ammonia, a thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting used to treat fainting spells.
Could have been used on us when we fainted.
Yeah, no, this is a quest item. You don't have to equip it to use it. Just having it in your inventory is enough. Okay.
It actually says that?
Yeah.
How convenient. How thoughtful of the game.
Yeah.
Relieves our anxiety.
Okay, perfect. Now we know what to do, and
we know actually exactly what to do now.
Yeah. Let's try this endurance check.
Click the button, Vincent.
And the interesting thing, just one last thing, we're actually pretty good at endurance, and even with that, it's a low chance. So I'm wondering...
Does it say the difficulty?
No, but it... Actually, yes.
You could do the math and figure it out.
The difficulty is 14. We have 4 endurance and +1 from ammonia. So we get a +5.
Yeah. So it's down to a 9, I guess.
Yeah, and that's an 28% chance.
Tough.
Yeah, but that makes me reconsider. I think even with the ammonia, if that is just a +1, it still wants you to fail. Which makes me think, well, there are probably other options. Well, but let's just try it.
Or you have to, maybe you were supposed to only get the corpse down at the very end of the game. You can level up to face the end boss corpse over and over again. Push that button, Vincent.
Okay, here we go. Come on.
Oh my god.
Legendary success with
my god.
10.
I hate this now, Vincent, because this might actually corroborate your theory that it just hands us a 12 so we can pass the check.
What do you think so?
Now we actually do have to replay this game and get to this corpse over and over again.
You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in.
Nice.
The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it. With 2 options. Number 1, do they always do that? Questioning Kim, I guess. And number 2 is step closer.
Yeah, let's ask. I like interacting with Kim at every opportunity.
Yeah. And he says they do after 7 days, yes. We're deep in decomposition here. And we can step closer. The Hanged Man. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and botched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. So these markings are actually tattoos and not part of the decaying.
Okay.
Okay, and we can inspect the boots, inspect the belt, inspect the tattoos, look him in the eye, squint and take a step back, and ask him, so how do we get him down?
Yeah, let's start at the beginning. Inspect
the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. It's clean white and stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
On socks. No, boots.
Yeah, these are the boots.
Never mind.
And we have Inland Empire success. Delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow.
And weird boots.
We can back off or ask, what kind of boots are these?
Ask.
And Kim says they are armor, not boots. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons. And we can only ask, okay then, what kind of armor is this?
Yes.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely.
Okay, don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Some chemical?
This is where the MiG would be. Where? Under the heel. Fairweather. He turns the boot slightly. Fairweather model T500 /VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. And we have 5 options here. Number 1, what happened to the rest of it? Number 2, the material looks out of place here. Number 3, knock off the boot. Number 4, pull off the boot. And number 5, back off and look at the corpse.
Okay, start at number 1.
Yeah, just move through it. So we ask, what happened to the rest of it? The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. Okay, can continue. Task gain, where's the rest of the armor? We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno, who was eyeing you suspiciously. This is one thing he might actually know.
Oh no, so we have to talk to this annoying child again.
Yeah.
Ugh, okay.
But, okay,
later.
I remember we thought these are worker boots, and apparently they are really armor boots. So
armor
maybe
boots for Strikebreaker?
Yeah, he didn't pretend to be one of them.
Yeah. Could be.
Oh, continue. Pain threshold, medium success. And it just turned over to 13 o'clock. If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Okay.
Interesting.
We have the corpse boots. Well.
Yeah, we have 3 options. Number 1, why? Does my mortal coil need protecting? Number 2, maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor. Saying that to Kim. And number 3, again saying it to Kim. Understood.
Number 1, why protecting?
And pain threshold answers, yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of what I would expect him to say. The skill. Options?
The same as before. Number 2, maybe he was just wearing these boots.
No,
there's no rest of the armor.
That's dumb. The other one.
Understood.
Yeah.
The hanged man again. The sabotage dangle of the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. And we can say the materials looks out of place here, and we can knock on the boot, pull off the boots, or back off and look at the corpse.
It looks out of place.
And Kim says, it is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We have requested similar material for our tactical ones for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. And that time we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. And we can ask only one question. How much are we talking about? For full set, about 4 years of wages.
Oh wow, thanks for putting that in years and not in numbers that I can't actually relate to.
Yeah, that's
very expensive. That seems kind of indeed out of place, and there might be more behind this than we thought.
Yeah, we have 2 options here. We can say ka-ching, baby, and nod to the boots, or we can say that's a lot. I take it.
Just say that's a lot.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. And we can still knock on the boots and pull the boots off, but we can also now ask, how could this man afford such expensive hardware?
Yes, ask that.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggested he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. And we have 3 options. Number 1, initial report. Number 2, these look pretty advanced for a security guard.
Yeah, that was my thought.
And number 3, okay, makes sense.
Do the advanced stuff first.
Yep. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Okay, and we're back to the original knock on the boots or pull the boots off.
Knock on them.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Because it's porcelain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physical instrument. Suddenly your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cooked for a punch.
You want to punch the boots?
Cocked for a punch.
That seems unprofessional. Exactly like pulling them off. I don't think we should do that. Do you?
Well, they are evidence in a way.
Yeah, okay, that's true. We could do it for that. But because it was implied that we might wear them, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, they're on dead body for 7 days. Really? Okay, but first of all, we have 2 options here. We can punch it harder and say sound fragile.
No, don't punch it. That's weird.
Yeah, it just sounds fragile.
Yeah.
And Kim says, it's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. He points to the boots. See? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Recursion.
And Inland Empire success, like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Oh, that's so, good connection, Inland.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have only 2 options left.
This is a dinosaur that's died on the tree.
Yeah. An ancient white monster.
Yeah.
I begin to understand Inland Empire less and less, but... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, so we can pull the boots off or leave.
Yeah, pull them off. Evidence.
Inland Empire. This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yeah. It's gonna stink to high heaven, I assume, but...
Oh, yeah.
It'll be easier to get him down, I'm sure.
The stench fills your nostrils.
Oh god, yeah, that's awful.
As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Oh, are you gonna rip off the feet?
I think that's referring to the tree.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay. That's a way to get him down, I guess.
Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with a boot under your arm. Pig's gonna pull his head off. That's Kuno saying it. And the other child, brutal. We get 4 options. We can ask what? We can say, Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why? Number 3, oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? And number 4, we can actually let go of the boot.
Number 3, it's a bad idea.
You're going to pull his head off.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Not yet.
And the other kid, do it, homo.
Oh, shut up. Kids these days.
We can respond with a meek, I'm not a homo. Number 2, we can say, do what? And number 3, I'm gonna pull his head off, right? I'm not...
I'm not a homo? No. I mean, do what?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And Kim says, pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
That's true. Yeah. Really don't want to do that.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on that boot? And we have
police work.
5 options. Yeah. Number 1, these boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. Number 2, this is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weaknesses. Number 3, are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. Number 4, you said they're expensive. I thought I could pawn them, earn some lucre. And number 4, I'm sorry. I didn't even want to take them off. I just thought I should try.
That's sorry, cop. That's one of the things we can do. But it's number 3. Which cop is that? The good cop? Superstar cop? Not superstar, right?
No.
Number 3 is just saying
are we not detectives?
Yeah. I mean, I want to pick that.
Yeah, me too. And Kim replies, maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing. Just this once.
Maybe we should, Kim. You think?
Besides, he taps on the boot. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
But, we can try. Interfacing, easy success. You are sure there's a way to peel them off. But first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. That's like the first one where we are supposed to wait until he's asleep.
So we can get those sick armor boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, okay. I just saw something that we've noticed before. That's the first time that honor comes up here.
Oh, okay.
And we have two options. The first one is sounds like a plan, accept, and the second one is steal a dead man's boot, but that would be dishonorable, and in parentheses, refuse for honor.
Yeah, that's refuse. Honor cop.
Yeah, we do. And interfacing replies, alright then, you can pay the hostel bill in your honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
1. 1 interfacing.
First of all, we can say there are honor points as our first option. And the second option would be, what's going to happen to the boots then? And I think that's asking Kim.
No, let's learn about the game. Number 1.
Okay. Interfacing says, of course there aren't. Don't be naive. We can continue.
Okay.
Inland Empire. You still feel as though there might be some honor points. And if there are, you surely earned one.
Nice.
Huh. I really like this interfacing telling us no, there are no honor points.
Yeah, what does that say about interfacing? Also a skill I haven't quite understood yet.
Well, I
when
think
you use equipment and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's...
But why is it then... Well, okay.
Why
is it so mean?
Well, I think the best answer that I can come up with is because it's a very real skill in the world. Like, it's about interacting with this fictional world. And honor points are sort of on another level, in the meta level.
Right, a level that only something weird like Inland Empire has access to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sort of makes sense.
Yeah, or interfacing just lied to us.
No, I don't think it's lying. I'm just wondering, how are the skills being characterized? Because they're obviously personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And interface goes in a corner with half-light and electrochemistry, right? And Inland is in a corner with shivers and volition, maybe.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Let's get away from these boots. I've had enough of these boots.
Oh, we could ask what's going to happen to them, or we can just say, okay, got it.
Let's ask that.
Okay. Kim says, processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. He looks towards the boot. Should we continue?
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder what he means by situation in the morgue. That seems like it implies something, but okay.
Yeah, it will yield nothing.
We'll probably find out. Maybe it's just understaffed.
Yeah. Okay, the cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and the extremities blotched pink and blue.
Right. What's the next thing to investigate?
Inspect the belt.
Yeah. That's the cargo belt, right? Holding him up?
Yeah.
Okay.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Electrochemistry. Oh my. There's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
Beer?
And we could ignore it, or we can ask, what was that?
What was that?
5 experience gained.
Nice.
Vermilion, in yellow letters along the length of the twisted cargo belt.
Uh-huh.
Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Oh, okay. That's a clue.
Yeah, interesting. And we can say, I should get a drink. Or we can say, this is a bad time for a drink, right?
Yeah, it's a bad time.
And Kim says, extremely.
Thanks, Kim.
And we have only one option. What kind of rope is this?
Mm-hmm.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Inland Empire. That's actually a challenging success.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
We're pretty good at Inland Empire.
Yeah. Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of the carry pen.
That's not at all what I was thinking.
No, thanks, Inland Empire. You're really helpful here. But
I wonder what it's trying to say.
I don't know.
What's the options?
Number 1, all of these are talking to Kim. Like in a harbor. Number 2, like in a circus for transporting black-spotted giraffes. Number 3, in a... I can't come up with anything other than a harbor.
We have to say the giraffe. Do it.
Yeah, I also like that the one option is like in a harbor, and the other one is actually saying out loud is I can't come up with anything but a harbor.
It's a bit redundant. Yeah.
Okay, but let's see where the giraffe leads us.
Yes.
He considers it. No, more like in a harbor, like the ones just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention to the to not incriminating themselves.
They were just harbor workers.
Yeah. We have 4 options. Number 1, we're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. Number 2, they sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong. Number 3, how did they even get him up there? And number 4, back off and look at the cops.
Alright, let's start at 1.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. And Kim says, the brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? And we can say...
It's kind of a dumb question. Considering what he already knows about us.
Yeah. Number 1 is, yeah. Number 2, no, they might have forgotten to brief me. Number 3, my past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing.
Yeah, that seems like the most matter-of-fact option, even though it's stated a little bombastically.
Yeah, a little bit. New task. Ask Kim to tell you about the case. That was an
Seems
option.
like that should have been number 1.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay. He blinks. You should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when we're out of this dialogue tree.
Yeah.
We'll be a little bit, Kim. We'll get back to that.
Yeah. Okay. And we're back to the original options. They sure wanted him to stay there.
Yes,
the
that
polyester
one.
seems strong. It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. He rises to inspect the news. See these lines? This is where the virus run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. What are rabbits?
Rabbits or ravines?
R-A-B-B-E-T-S.
R-A-B-B-E. I've never heard that word, Vincent.
Me neither.
Rabbits. We're not native speakers, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Something to look up.
Yeah, but first of all, we can continue. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
Oh dear.
And
Are we gonna need a blowtorch?
Yeah, I mean...
Also, Kim is weirdly good at material science. But hey, thanks, Kim.
Yeah. Also, I don't really see the problem because they are like 2, not latches, but
buckles.
Buckles, exactly.
Yeah, can't you just like untie it or loosen the buckle?
I would think so.
No need to cut the rope.
But hey, I guess that's not exactly Kim's forte.
Yeah, maybe.
Spent too much time
or
on
a super
material
cop.
science.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to use it. Just knows what it's made of.
But first of all, we can ask him how did they even get him up there.
Mm-hmm.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. He makes a pulling motion. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Like a grappling hook, right? Throw it up there, over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, back off and look at the corpse.
Yes.
Okay, next on the list is inspect the tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. From the right shoulder to the solar plexus, each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
This is very intricate.
Inland Empire says, his corpse is marked by stars. And we can say, what will mine be marked by?
Oh.
And Inland Empire says, alcohol, and heartbreak. Thank you, Inland Empire.
It's kind of right, though. Yeah, should have seen that coming.
Yeah. And physical instrument chimes in with your fist clenches suddenly. And we have two options here. Number one, it will be marked by bullet holes.
Yes, we resist our fate, right?
Yeah, and the other one would be, it will be riddled with disco.
These are the two options?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, what's your take? I like disco better.
Me too. I mean, none of these really fits well, I think, but I don't see us being the hero
Given the
cop.
two options, yeah. It's kind of a tragic hero. I mean, just bullet holes. You don't even know what you're dying for there.
Yeah.
Then I'd rather, go out with disco.
Yeah, me too. So
With the Bee Gees flaring.
it will be riddled with disco. Okay, and we're back to the Hanged Man. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Canvas meaning the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have three options. Number one, is this a map of the night sky? Number two, is this a microelectronic system? And number three, is this a national pattern? And all of them are asking Kim, I think.
Let's start with number one.
Is this a map of the night sky? A map of the stars? He turns around to breathe before inspecting it closer. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messina. Okay, maybe. But this seems more particular, customized somehow. Conceptualization. As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates and you feel as though you were only half right.
Interesting. Yeah, thinking is not our strong suit. Maybe it's about a zodiac sign or something.
Yeah, but what zodiac sign has hundreds of stars?
Oh, in this world, maybe, they have something like that.
Could be. And we actually haven't seen the night sky yet. And we only have one option here. I'm missing something here.
Yes, probably.
And Kim says, so am I. A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. Ooh.
Does he have a tattoo?
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera. And we can ask, what's that? Or we can let the lieutenant work.
What's that? Tell me, Kim. What you doing?
A 3-gate Sunshine Mini.
What?
A 3-gate or Tri-gate Sunshine Mini.
Do you know what that is?
No idea.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's the name of the camera.
Yeah, sure, but not helpful, Kim.
No.
Explain like I'm 5.
Well, like I'm 5 is on point because one of the kids chimes up and says, "Shit, Kuno, what the fuck is that?" In all caps. And Kim responds, "An instant color camera." He produces 2 metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus.
He's gonna take a picture. Or like a daguerreotype.
Daguerreotype?
Yeah, that was like a precursor to the modern camera.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking like if he has to arm it somehow.
Yeah, with chemicals maybe.
Yeah. A thin slot shines there. Suggestion. This is the first time he openly acknowledged the kid's existence.
Really?
I think so.
No, that's not true, because earlier he said about the boots and how they're stuck there and organic matter is full in them, that he said this is actually something that Kuno might know about. Remember?
Right, yeah.
That I would say that is acknowledging their existence. So, not quite right.
He
but
says,
the point is he doesn't like the kids.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I agree.
And I guess he did actually speak to them as much as to us in that case.
That's true.
He says, I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse, peering.
Ooh, I wonder what's gonna happen.
The lens needs adjusting. Then... Ooh, okay.
Cool.
So we actually, instead of seeing normally the screen and our character and all that stuff on the left of the text, we now see the photo of the hanging man.
Cool. Is it a cool photo?
Yeah, sort of like a watercolor photo. What's interesting about it is that the face is
obscured.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And we also see a better, clearer version of the tattoo now.
Okay, that's probably the main thing of the photograph, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Have to watch out in the world. Maybe we'll recognize the pattern somewhere. Or we, meaning you.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to really tell the pattern of the tattoo.
Sure.
Because there is quite a bit of tattoo that I don't actually see. But yeah, we'll watch out for that. It says, sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small pool of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says and shakes the paper.
This is pretty cool, Vincent. What I just realized is that this is the in-world explanation why the sort of meta-world thing of the watercolor images that we keep seeing, right? Our character portrait and stuff.
Yeah.
This is the explanation why they're watercolor. Because that's how they make pictures in this world. With these weird color chemicals.
Yeah.
The function of which I don't quite yet understand.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I like this attention to detail. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, and I also, again, we have a situation where we as players are acknowledged, in a way.
Well, we're being pulled into the world, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because we have to look at watercolor as well.
But it's also saying, like, this is not something only you see, but it's something that the characters see as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can say, number one, cool machine. And number two, what do we need this photo for? I think
I do want to say cool machine.
Yeah,
like an idiot. Cool machine.
And Kim says, because also we know about Kim that he likes his machines.
He will appreciate this very much.
Yes, he slides the camera close and tucks it away.
Yes, Lieutenant.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? And we can ask, what do we need this photo for? And we get a new task, the victim's tattoos. And Kim says, it contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say that this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. And we can say number one, can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. And we can also say nothing.
No, let's get the picture if you want to give it to us.
Sure, just don't lose it.
Yeah, okay. We're partners. We can share.
Yeah. And we're back to the original options. The next option would be to look him in the eye.
Okay. That's a weird thing to do, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, especially because it looks like his eyes.
Wasn't there something about looking at his iris or something? Am I making that up?
There? I don't remember any of that sort.
Yeah, might be my internal Inland Empire.
Yeah, maybe. It's also interesting because his eyes are closed, so maybe...
have to open them?
Yeah. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There's no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
Subaquatic?
Dark brown hair grows from his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The dead's head's grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Empathy. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside. An expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Whoa. That's very empathic.
Yeah.
To be able to sense that.
After 7 days? Oh, yeah.
In a dead person, like there's still an echo of his feelings that we are now mirroring. Impressive.
Yeah.
Was that a difficult success?
No, it was a medium success.
Okay.
But...
what was he so joyous about?
Actually, it was an 11 difficulty.
That's pretty difficult, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, we have 3 options here. We can, of course, back off, but the interesting ones would be the man enjoyed the moment of his death, saying that out loud. And we also have the option of a white check, Inland Empire.
That's more interesting.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
Yeah, do that.
We also have, because it's difficulty 11, and we have +7 on our Inland Empire, we have a 92% chance.
Holy shit, we're so Lynchian.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. The Hanged Man, I'm gone. We have 6 options.
Was that a success?
Yes, that was a success.
Okay, yeah.
And he says, I'm gone, and we have 6 options.
We're basically now, like, talking to corpses, right? That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Speak with the dead.
Yeah, basically.
It's being cast. And this is what Inland Empire does, by the way, I think. Just to bring it back to Twin Peaks for a moment. Which makes no sense because Inland Empire is another movie by David Lynch, but this is a very Twin Peaksian moment, right? Where, like, Cooper, the detective, would, he would talk to spirits and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing we're doing right now. So that just to that question of what is Inland Empire as a skill, right?
Yeah.
This moment makes sense to me. Okay, what are the options?
Number 1, where have you gone? Number 2, I can see you're gone, but who are you? Number 3, what is happening? Number 4, I hate you, you stink and you're boring. And number 5, why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
That is kind of the thing I want to know the most. You want to pick that first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 experience gained.
Yeah.
And the Hanged Man says, maybe I was getting my rocks off. And we have
Isn't that just another way to phrase having great pleasure?
Yeah, but it also implies like some sort of drug use.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's not over there.
Okay.
We have 3 options here. Number 1, first, do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway?
That's a clue.
And number 2, so you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you? And number 3 is forget it.
Let's ask about the sexual arousal.
Okay. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you? And we can say yes, we can say no, or we can wonder, what is erotic auto-asphyxiation?
Well, that's where you jack off when you, like, put something around your neck or something to choke. Yeah. Yeah, and then people put a lemon in their mouth.
Okay, that part is new to me.
No, that's because when you pass out, so that then you bite down on the lemon, and the bitterness, or sourness rather, will then wake you up again. In case you're fainting, because you don't actually want to die, you just want to get very close to asphyxiation, preferably while you're coming. I have not done this, by the way. I saw it in a movie, I swear. I just saw this in 6 Feet Under. There was an episode. They always start with people dying, and one of them was a guy who did this, and everyone was very embarrassed. Anyway, he doesn't have a lemon in his mouth, right?
No, he doesn't.
So the answer is no. You don't look like one.
The Hanged Man says, Captain Copperdrome, I fear we are drifting away.
What the fuck, Captain Copperdrome?
Yeah.
That's our name? Harry Copperdrome? Calling it now.
I guess so.
Okay.
I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have the other questions now?
Yeah, we are back to the original questions.
Okay. Ask about the dialect? Or what's the first one?
The original, where were you? Where have you gone?
Oh, okay.
I can see you're gone, but who are you? What is happening? I hate you, you stink, and you
Where
are
have
barring.
you gone?
Okay. Into the wild pale yonder. And we can ask, where is that? In the past, way out in the west. And that's that directly done.
Oh, no more asking the other stuff?
No, but that was the answer to the question, where have you gone?
So what's the next one in the list?
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
Yeah, that one.
I'm a joke. Look at me. All of this feels like we are getting nowhere.
Unhelpful, yes.
Yeah.
Unhelpful to talk to this dead corpse.
So we have 2 options now. There's nothing funny about you. And number 2 is you are now, but who were you when you were alive?
Yeah, that one. Try to stay useful.
A killer. A motherfucker and a killer.
Alright, that's a confession right there.
Half-Light. Takes one to know one.
We killed 3 people.
Yeah, interesting. We had the only option to say, I have another question for you, and the hanged man says, go ahead, Kobo.
Kobo?
Kobo. C-O-B-O. I think that's...
Kobo.
Referring to...
cop?
Yeah, being a cop.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like we have heard that before. Maybe from the child.
I haven't. Yeah, okay, maybe.
Okay, the next one on the list would be, what is happening?
That's okay, yeah, why not?
Kind of getting tired of talking to this dead guy.
We did get this question tree from a really good Inland Empire check, though, so we should make the most of it.
Yeah. The hanged man says, what do you mean? And we can say, I'm talking to you. Or we can say, never mind.
It does feel like it's written by a 12-year-old, this whole conversation. Anyway, what was the first thing?
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, okay.
It's the power of your black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
Ugh.
Imagination. Go ahead, ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Okay, now this is an interesting turn.
Yes.
Now we have another option to say, why do I love questions so much? And I feel like all this part is just talking to our imagination. So we, of course, don't get any real answers. But this is a question about ourselves where we actually might get answers.
Good point, Vincent.
So let's see where this goes. Because you're a caporoni. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? And we can say, no, I'm good. Or we can say, yes, give me more questions.
Yes, more.
Okay, the third option would be, give me a comical amount of questions.
We have to pick that.
Yeah. Okay, coming right up, Caparoni Roni. This is getting upbeat now.
This is our reptile brain we're talking to. Because he used that turn of phrase. Coming right up.
Oh yeah, right. I was thinking of the Caparoni Roni, and I don't remember.
Well, the reptile would also say that probably. It's in line with his kind of speech.
Yeah. Okay. We have
what? 14 questions.
We are up to 11 options here.
Oh, that's the most options we've had so far.
Yeah.
I think.
We have asked a couple of them, so I'll skip the first 4.
Which we have already done. Yeah.
Yeah. The 5th one is my name Rooney?
Oh, we can find out the name. But I'd like to know the other options in this case.
Number 6 is, why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Number 7 is, who killed you? And number 8 is, can you ask me a question? Also interesting. And then number 9 is one we had before, I hate you, you stink and you're boring. Okay. Number 10 we've already asked, and number 11 is enough.
Let's go through all the new questions. Is my name Rooney, yeah?
Okay. Fuck no, you're no Rooney. And we have 3 options. I do strike myself as a Rooney. Number 2, Rooney is obviously not who I am. And number 3, of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
No, I want to go with Harry now, kind of. Let's pick 2. It's not... Do you want to take number 3?
If we find out our name is actually Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau, I'm going to be so happy.
Do you think this is an Ardan kind of situation?
An Ardan?
Ardan. Okay, for folks also who don't know what I'm talking about, and Planescape Torment, the Infinity Engine RPG from way back when, you can go around actually the whole game, and people ask you about your name, but you're also an amnesiac, so you can always, if you always pick the option, which is always there, my name is Ardan, which is not explained further, and you have other options saying like, oh, I don't know my name and stuff, but if you consistently pick this option, then after a while in this game, because you're living in some kind of magical world, the character of Ardan will actually appear because you have basically lied him into existence. right? You've played this. Do you remember this? Yeah.
I've not actually tried it in that game, but
I have, and I have talked to Adam then in the Flaming Corpse Inn or whatever, and it's very hilarious and wonderful. And I'm wondering now if we keep saying our name is Raphael, will this actually make it true, or as a possible point of intertextuality with Planescape Torment, will the character of Raphael eventually appear in some kind of public location?
Yeah, I would expect that too now, just by what the game has been so far. I would expect either to meet Raphael at some point or become Raphael at some point.
So obviously we have to pick Raphael.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is something for the next playthrough because we have already chosen not to do that.
But that's not true. All the other Raphael options that came up before we have actually picked, I think.
Have we?
I think so. They didn't come up that often.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, can't hurt.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. Yeah. That's right, Harry.
It's probably true. All right.
We have 3 options. I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. Number 2, no, it can't be Harry. I refuse. Number 3, could I really be Harry?
My heart does feel like number 1.
Yeah, me too.
Been getting a lot of Harry.
You might be onto something there.
Yeah.
And we're back to the 11 options.
All right. What is number 6 or something?
Yeah, the next one in the line is number 6 indeed. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because you have. And that's it. So next in the line would be who killed you? Yeah. Which I don't expect any useful information out of.
No.
Love did me in, brother. Oh, love did me in, brother Coco. It was all love all along.
I feel like you're not really talking to the corpse anymore of this security worker. I think you're talking to a part of yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
has died.
This started all the additional options, right?
Yeah. And love maybe did kill a part of us that is too painful and that we have sequestered away.
Yeah. Okay, well, next option might bring some light to that, because we can say number 8, can you ask me a question?
Yeah, that's fun.
Sure, Logo, I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? And we have only one option. What? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
It seems like the thing to do.
Yeah, we have 3 options here. Number 1 is I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have. Number 2, because he told me to, not to towards Kim. Number 3, maybe this will lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous.
I feel like number 3 is most accurate for our situation.
In a way, number 2 is also accurate, but it's not. I don't have anything.
No,
else
but
to
not
do.
for like looking in the corpse's eyes and doing this Inland Empire crap.
Yeah, true. 5 experience gained. Ha! The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
I wonder around which axis.
Just from one side to the other.
Okay.
Shivers. Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest. And it's almost here. You can feel it in the air on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
That sounds very ominous.
Okay. Yeah, but it's coming from the northwest.
Something wicked this way crawls.
What was the northwest? I think that's just ocean.
There was ocean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, we have only one option left. I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
I don't want to say that. Is there also...
We can also leave.
No, we're a nice person. Also, if we now say I hate you, we're just continuing to delve into self-hatred because we're saying it to ourselves. I refuse to choose the mean option. Let's just be done with it.
Oh wow. Man, we've spent so much that I forgot that there was another section of dialogue we have here. So we have inspected the boots, we have inspected the belts, we have inspected the tattoos, we have looked them into the eye, and the next one is squint and take a step back.
Yeah, look at it with soft eyes. That's cool. Open your awareness.
Interestingly enough, our character, didn't move at all, but the camera zoomed out. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. And we have only one option: observe.
Yes.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the nose. The rest of the corpse appeared dark green in the cold spring air. And we have two options here. We can say out loud, I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing this? And we can stop and relax our eyes.
No, I want to hear what Kim has to say.
How should I know why you're squinting, officer?
I thought this is a police strategy.
And we can say one, squint harder.
Yeah, squint harder.
His face and hands are pink. Teeth too. The rest is greenish. Or, yeah, the other option is to stop squinting.
Squint harder.
Oh, he's not. You're trying to access lividity.
What? Who says that?
Kim says that.
Access lividity?
Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
We can only relax our eyes. The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color coursing through his dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid steams down his thighs and boots.
Yeah.
And onto his boots. So, what do you think? That's Kim. We have 5 options here. Number 1, I think he's dead. Number 2, I don't know what to think. What do you think? Number 3, cover your nose. Something is coming out of him. Number 4, he's beaten up. See the bruises? And number 5, back off and catch your breather.
I think number 4 is the most proactive, leading somewhere.
Yeah. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Because they were punching him like a piñata. With the rocks, right? They were throwing rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kuno chimes in. Stop talking in riddles, coin slot. Why is it?
Coin slot?
Coin slot.
Is that a racial slur?
Maybe? I don't know.
Cops.
Maybe it's because he's Asian, or at least his name is Asian, and
yes, that's what I thought about the racial slur.
Yeah. And the other child says, he means you fucked him up good, Kuno. The girl yells, fucked him up brutal like. Oh, because Kuno was throwing stones.
Yep.
Okay. And we are back to the options. I think he's dead. I don't know what to think. What do you think?
Well, then let's go through them, right? What was the first?
I think he's dead.
Captain Obvious.
And Kim says, I agree. Suggestion. There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. And Kim says, totally dead. And we have 4 options now.
Number 1. Laughing at us, I guess.
Yeah. Number 1, we can say, totally. Number 2, this bastard's not coming back. Number 3, dead.
Alright.
And number 4, what is dead anyway?
What was number 1?
Totally.
And number 2, I didn't understand.
This bastard's not coming back.
Yeah. Oh, bastard.
No,
right.
Not bastard. Buster.
Yeah, okay, but this guy is not coming back. What do you want to pick, Vincent?
I'm torn between number 1 and number 4. What is dead anyway? And totally. I wonder what Kim is gonna say about what is dead anyway.
Is this a superstar cop choice with a sorry cop choice?
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. Let's pick number 4.
Okay. What is dead anyway? And Kim says, he is. He points to the corpse.
Yeah.
Okay. And we can ask, I don't know what to think. What do you think? Or we can cover our nose and say something is coming out of him.
No, let's do that last. Let's do the I don't know what to think.
Yeah. I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood hath gathered in his hands and feet.
Right.
And his neck. He points to the fat chin. The noose acted like a tourniquet. keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with her hanging. That's what I think.
These are worthwhile thoughts.
Yeah, and we have 3 options. Yep, seems like lynching to me. Number 2 is, could it still be he was moved after death? Number 3, maybe he was strangled by someone.
Let's do number 2. Because I don't think it's a lynching, actually, because of the joy he felt.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. Okay, that leaves us only with the cover our nose and say something is coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. Yeah. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. And Kuno chimes in again. The fuck he's saying? And the other child, consort, talking about shit. Oh, it's referring to, we are talking about shit.
Yes.
Okay, and we can say, number 1, we got lucky. Number 2, maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death. And number 3, got him right. I'm a chance out again. Turn around and yell.
What was number 3? Got them right?
Got them right. I'm a... whatever that means.
Some word we don't know.
And then turn around and yell in parentheses.
Let's continue investigating with number 2 and conjecturing about the toilet behavior.
Yeah. Maybe. He doesn't really want to dwell on it too long.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we can back off and catch our breath. Yeah, okay. So...
Can we get him down? Is that the next step?
Yeah, we have 2 options now. We have... So how do we get him down? Asking him. Or we can say, I have something I need to know, corpseman.
Is that talking to the corpse?
Yeah, I wonder if that leads us back to our Inland Empire
Let's
dialogue.
just find out before we get him down.
Yeah, that's back to our Inland Empire.
Okay, we don't need that. Then let's ask him how to get him down.
He stops to think, then checks his notes. Are you sure we've finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver?
Well, I did, but you asking me now makes me doubt that.
Yeah, we might miss some of these things once he's down.
But we have done everything, right?
Well, we can step back and have another look first, or we can say, we've been thorough. Do we have a plan for getting him down? Let's just take a step back and look
and see if the same options
just
come
in
up.
Case. Yep, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
We gained 70 experience.
That's almost the whole level!
My god.
Jesus Christ! Vincent, we're gonna have another level up before we finish the last one.
Yeah, that's
we're so good at this.
I'm wondering what happens if we just never level up, but whatever.
Well, then you suck at the game.
Yeah.
Because your skills don't go up.
Yeah, that too. But also, I don't know. Makes me wonder. Okay, Kim says, the steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. New task, getting the body down. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it. We have 6 options. Number 1, can't someone else do it? Number 2, we could saw the branch. Number 3, seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Number 4,
lazy cop.
Yeah. Number 4, maybe we could shoot him down. Right.
Cowboy cop.
Number 5, maybe we can ask for help from the harbor. And number 6,
yeah, let's ask the people who killed him to help us get him down.
Yeah, I'm out of ideas. Let's have another look at them.
I feel like that's a lot of options, and there was, like, the second one was good, maybe?
We could saw the branch.
That's at least an idea.
Yeah.
Let's ask him.
And Kim says, climb up there and saw the branch. And we can say, yes, either one of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree. And number 2.
That's right.
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
For us or for the corpse? Because I think it's just gonna fall. I guess one of us has to hold it or something.
Yeah, but the branch is also pretty thick. So I don't know. So let's just say number 1.
What is that?
Yes, either one of us could do it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't trust that ladder. The Cillians don't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see any other good way up there.
Okay.
He looks around. There you. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. And we can say, why? Or we can say, yeah, it seems dangerous.
Let's agree with Kim.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. And we are back to our original 6.
What was number 1?
Can't someone else do it?
Yeah, let's ask for fire department or something.
Someone else? He pauses. You mean like the police? And
that's us.
Yeah, we have 3 options
Crap.
here. Yes, exactly. Call the police. Number 2, you have a point there. And number 3, I mean, someone who's below detective.
No, that's a shitty option. Number 2, you got a point. I get this.
Yeah, and Kim says, sadly, yes, the whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are.
Sawing off corpses over trees? Well, okay.
I guess so.
Police work, he means.
Are we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands. He covers his nose. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Yes.
Okay.
Next option?
Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it.
No.
The next one after that is maybe we could shoot him down.
That seems ridiculous. Is there no good option here?
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor. I don't know.
Well, what do you want to do? These are the only 2 options. Harbor or shooting him down, right?
Yeah, or we can say I'm out of ideas. Let's have another look at him.
Let's ask him about shooting him down.
Okay. Yeah, that's the other kid. Yeah, the enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang, bang time, pigs. Shoot his head off. The lieutenant remains unaffected. How? And we have 2 options. I don't know, just, shoot up there maybe. Point towards the branch. And number 2 is, just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
That's ridiculous. But okay, let's consider this. Which is more realistic? The belt or the branch?
The belt.
What do you think?
The branch is like...
too thick, right?
Yeah.
The bullet will just lodge in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick the belt then.
And Kim says, it absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
You can't propose this to a material science specialist like Kim.
Yeah.
He has proven this. Also, that belt is like steel laced or something.
Yeah, we're just proving what kind of amateur we are.
Yeah, let's ask about the harbor.
Well, first of all, Kuno chimes in again. Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit. And the other kid, they'll miss. The pigs will miss. And suggestion, the lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
It is.
Okay.
I guess he has a gun.
Yeah.
But then he has to do it. Yeah.
Well, we have 5 options here.
Oh.
We can say, number 1, take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen? Oh, yeah, what is the worst thing?
He shoots the corpse.
Yeah, okay, I guess. Number 2 is, actually, don't. It has bad idea written all over it. Number 3, wait, let me try.
Yeah, we have to do it, Vincent. We gotta do this ourselves. I am in favor of this option.
You want to shoot the belt?
Yeah, give me your gun.
We can also say nothing and let him choose. And we can back off.
I want to shoot the gun.
Okay. The man's brow is furrowed. He peers too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Okay, well,
seems like a no.
I guess so.
What are the options?
Same as before, without the wait, let me try.
Then it's a bad idea.
Actually, don't. It has bad idea written all over it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And he says, but what else can we do?
The harbor.
Let's ask that.
Actually, I mean, realistically, I do think the acrobatics option is that seems like the obvious thing. Someone climb up there.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, we gave in to him.
I mean, really, is finding a ladder somewhere that big of an issue?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Ask guard, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, so we said the thing about the harbor, and Kim replies, I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appears to be suspects in this case.
He has my thoughts.
Yeah, it seems like a dangerous route to go down. Half-light confirmed. It's unsafe.
Yeah, okay. If Half-Light says so.
Yeah. Okay, and we can either commit to it or consider other options first, and I think that's what we do, right?
Interesting. This seems like the game really can branch here. But yeah, I don't want to do that at all.
Okay.
Maybe we can find something in the garden shed or something. I guess we say we're out of ideas, right?
Yeah. Let's have another look at him. Okay, and now we are back to the inspecting part, and we can leave. Or
in that case, let's leave and look for help, right? Also, we can ask him about the case briefing, and we can also level up.
Yeah.
So
level up first?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're actually just 15 experience points off from the next level.
Wow. Cool, but let's increase some skills.
Okay.
So for the level up, what do we get? We get a skill point?
Yes. We get 1 skill point.
1 skill point. Okay, I have a question, Vincent.
Yes.
Getting the tie from the ventilator.
Uh-huh.
What kind of skill check was that?
Well, let's see. Map. Ceiling fan. That's Xavier Fair.
Oh, that weird skill that never comes up.
Yeah.
Ugh. So the idea is, like, we cannot repeat that check right now, right? But if we increase the Savior Flare skill, we would be able to re-roll that check.
Yeah, but even with the increase, it's still, I think, pretty unlikely to actually achieve that.
True. But it would be a try.
Actually, we just need to undress because we gain -2 from items to Savior Fair.
Okay, we can do that. We can grab the tie naked and be better at it.
Yeah, we should also look at the other white checks we have.
Okay.
We have the mirror check.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Actually, there are 2. One is encyclopedia, and the other is electrochemistry. So encyclopedia is to find out where this look we have is from.
Yeah, and this is a skill that we have considered anyway for leveling up.
Yeah.
Electrochemistry I'm not super keen on.
Me neither. Also, it's an impossible check, which like difficulty 14 or 18, something insane.
Still roll a 12 though. 1 in 36.
Yeah, that's not a great chance.
No.
Then the next one would be the damaged ledger for the logic.
Oh right,
understanding
the case
files.
files. Yeah, that seems useful.
The next 2 would both be visual calculus.
Oh, 2 for 1.
Yeah, one is about the footprints in the dust.
Oh, but that's not very interesting. I don't think the result will be amazing, right?
Yeah, and the other is also set of tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last one is trash container, which we talked about.
We don't want to
need
that.
Yeah.
So
I am still in favor of encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Regarding at least that's the only one of the white checks I really want to do.
And then we. Oh, because you want to do the mirror check so badly?
Yeah, out of these checks, the only one.
Don't you want to get the tie? Inland Empire told us to get the tie.
Yeah, in a way.
Okay, can you read the skill description of Savior Flare? Because I actually have no association with that skill.
Yeah, it's Savior Fair.
Oh, sorry.
And the short description is sneak under their noses, stun with immense panache. And the bigger info is cool for acrobats, thieves, unbearable show-offs. And it says, Savior Fair urges you to be better than you are. It urges you to be disco, slip by others in Sumerian boxing style, then tumble out the back with unexpected acrobatics.
Is this the skill that turns you into Austin Powers?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Maybe that weird thing, Savior Fair, is a quote from that movie. I don't know. Like Inland Empire.
Don't know either.
Okay.
It goes on. It enables you to move silent footsteps, to groove to a good beat, and to lift useful evidence of perps without them noticing. It also makes you a cooler cop, whose athletics flair will certainly impress the citizenry. At high levels, Savior Fair will make you the king of cool, which is as much to say the most stylish douchebag in Rachel. Nobody will see you until you are ready to be seen, and then you'll get the full treatment, whether they want it or not. At low levels, however, you'll be a bumbling, freckless cop, unable to catch pairs of keys thrown by your partner without losing an eye. Okay, I don't want to be a bumbling idiot.
No, hearing this, I absolutely want the skill.
Yeah, me too.
I want to be cool. I want to be compassionate and honorable, but I also want to look cool doing it.
Yeah, at least to some extent. I mean, I don't need to be the coolest motherfucker in the room.
This also sounds like we have malices on this skill, right? From equipment.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the skill that probably would have come up occasionally, as skills sometimes do or automatically, but maybe it didn't because it's too low and it never succeeded on a roll.
Could be, yeah.
So that's maybe why we haven't seen it. I want to level the skill up and so we can grab the tie.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
Let's level up the skill. Is that the level up then? It's always quick level ups.
Except change and close. That's a level up.
Neat. And I would say that...
Go take the
I
tie?
think we're gonna take the tie next time.
Okay.
Or get a heart attack.
Yeah.
But I think we did a lot today. We finally made progress on the corp. We got 70 XP for it.
Yeah.
That's progress.
That's a lot.
And next time, we get the tie and we will find a solution. I actually think we could go to the garden shed and maybe find a ladder or something there.
If we can get there somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the next thing we should do after all this is done, we should just follow the street to the,
There's a
upper
kiosk.
right. Yeah, the kiosk and then the coal mines and whatever else there is.
There's a lot to do next time.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do it. And like and subscribe to the channel. You can see us on Twitter at @makes_play. Correct, Vincent?
Yeah, you got
Correct. And probably we'll tweet something.
Yeah, until next time.
Until next time, see you.